Today is a big news day for Magic the Gathering Arena, both bad and good. On the bad side, Jumpstart Historic Horizons has been delayed, as well as the Historic Brawl queue. On the upside, we have 4 awesome looking events that we get to play in for free.
Magic. I am a wizard! History. I'm an old wizard! The Magic Historian. My bones hurt.
Greetings, owners of fine luxury cardboard rectangles, my friends. I hope the day finds you well. We are here today to talk about all the goings on with Magic the Gathering Arena. Today was supposed to be a big day. The release of Jumpstart Historic Horizons. And if you haven't already heard, Jumpstart Historic Horizons is a set that has over 700 different cards in it, comes in these funky little playable packs, and includes cards that are digital only and don't exist in paper Magic and do some pretty amazing things. I did a couple of videos talking about those cards, so if you want to, I'll leave links at the end for you to go and check those out if you want to get an idea of the absolute zaniness that is on the table. But they told us that Jumpstart Historic Horizons was supposed to be starting on August 10th. Now, due to presumably programming issues, they have had to push this back by 2 weeks. So, the new release date for Jumpstart Historic Horizons is August 24th, all right? Now, I suspect that it probably has to do with some of the new digital-only cards, but we are dealing with them trying to bring over 700 new cards onto Arena, and that is a fairly monumental task. I mean, we've seen from Magic the Gathering Online that random older cards can cause you big problems. I mean, we're not dealing with a ton of super older cards. A lot of what we're getting with the Historic Horizons are from these Modern Horizons set, but this is the first time that we're getting a big chunk from the different Modern Horizons sets. So I imagine with the wide variety of abilities that you can have in sets like that, that it might not just be the digital only cards that are causing problems. So admittedly, this is pretty disappointing for anybody who was gung-ho about Jumpstart Historic Horizons. There was a number of different things they were going to do based around the date of August 10th. One of them was actually going to be basically breaking this month into 2 mini seasons. So the first season was going to run from August 1st to August 10th, and then we would get paid out the rewards like we normally would at the end of the month. You know how you'll play in the ranked queue or the draft queue, and your rank will keep moving up, and depending on whether you're gold, silver, bronze, mythic, whatever, you get a particular payout? Well, how it was supposed to work is today we were supposed to be getting a payout as if it was the month's end, just based on the first 10 days of the month. And then we would continue the rest of the month, and that would be another season leading to the end of the month. But now it's become a really bizarre scenario, like that wasn't a bizarre scenario, where the whole month is going to be lumped together as one season, but only up until the 24th. So the August season goes from August 1st to August 24th, and then September's season starts from like August 25th up until the end of September, which feels really weird. Now, because they told people that they were going to do this 10 and then the rest of the month breakdown, they are going to pick the top 500 people who are ranked, like basically top 500 Mythic players right now automatically get to move over into the end of the month category. So normally at the end of the month, they pick like the top 1,200 Mythic players, and they get to go into a special event and everything like that, right? But in this month specifically, they're going to pick 500 people who did the best in the first 10 days, and then we're also going to have whoever makes it at the end of the month, where they'll pick 1,200 more people. So it's going to be 1,700 different people if everything goes according to plan. And that is a bit different. Now, for those of you who maybe don't care about getting to Mythic rank, don't play enough to get to Mythic rank, you still will get 2 seasons worth of rewards, but they're not paying out anything today. They're going to lump it all together. So basically on August 24th, it's going to be a double payout. So you're going to get twice as much as you normally would in any month. So if you're somebody who likes to play ranked, get grinding, because you're going to get yourself a lot more of a reward. Now, what was also supposed to start today was the historic Brawl queue. Basically, 100 card historic Brawl is set to become a permanent part of Magic Arena. However, due to issues, I guess, aligned with what's going on here, the historic Brawl queue isn't going to be a thing yet. So that's supposed to come along on the 24th of August as well. But in the meantime, in what is a slightly confusing Band-Aid fix, they're going to be running a historic Brawl event for 100 card historic that will run until the queue is available. But instead of that Brawl event starting today, it doesn't start for 2 more days. It doesn't start until the 12th. So it admittedly feels a little bit weird. They're like, we can't get the historic Brawl queue going, but we're going to give you historic Brawl to play until the historic Brawl queue is available. But we're also going to make you wait 2 days longer than you were going to, which just, it really does feel odd, all right? So, now the other change that they're making in regards to Jumpstart Historic Horizons is the amount of time that it will be available on Arena. Obviously, they're having to push this release back by 2 weeks, and they want people to play in these events to get the cards, but also to get you spending them gems and them gold. You know what I mean? They want you to spend those resources. So, to make sure everybody has the chance to play the Jumpstart Historic Horizons, they're actually going to be extending it to run all the way until October 14th. So it's going to be basically running later than originally anticipated, but it also is starting later than originally anticipated. So you're going to get well over a full month, right? We're going to have the time leading up to the release of Innistrad, and even if you go crazy on Innistrad, you're still going to have a couple more weeks to get in on the Historic Horizons action. And I admit, I totally am going to be trying this out. I like the idea of some of the cards that are in there, and I want to feel the actual Jumpstart experience. Plus, I've built up an insane amount of resources. I used to draft like a fiend on Arena, but I haven't recently. So as a result, I have about 210,000 gold and like 15,000 gems. All from free play, by the way. And hundreds of wild cards. My account would make some people's mouths drool. But whatever, man. I enjoy building up the resources. So, talking about the draft situation, they're going to be doing a bunch of free drafts on Arena. Now, it's not labeled free, which is part of the reason that I'm covering it, so you guys know about it, because we're going to get 3 free draft events, basically back to back to back, and if you don't know when it's happening, you can miss out on it. So, they're basically, the first 2 are remastered drafts. So the first one is the Amonkhet remastered draft, and that one actually starts August 10th. So today, I don't even know why I didn't just say today. It starts today and it runs till August 15th. So you got like 5 days to play in this event. It costs nothing to enter the event. I've already confirmed it by booting up Arena and taking a look. The event is good to go. You can just click start and join in. So they're going to do the Amonkhet one from August 10th to 15th. They're going to do the Kaladesh one from August 15th to 20th. And they're going to do the Ikoria one from the 20th to the 24th. All right, so basically, as these events end, a new one's going to pop up. You can play in it as much as you want, not for free though. Just the first one is on us. That's how they described it in the article. First draft is on us, which I think is really awesome. Do you know what I mean? Like, we've reached the point where most events that Wizards of the Coast run cost gems and gold. Earlier, back around the time of War of the Spark, I can remember them doing events where you could play in them, and they would just have a bunch of freestyles and stuff you get, and the events were free to play, and it was great. I loved it. But then they started charging gems for the events, so it's like you're just selling me like these styles that I'm not a huge fan of anyway. So I stopped playing in those. But the free events, I'm all about that. I'll play, even if you're someone who doesn't like to draft and don't want to play in the draft itself, you can literally enter the draft, take the cards, and just concede out of the event. And then you'll still get a tiny prize for playing in the event, plus everything you drafted in those packs, which is not too shabby at all. So we've got 3 free drafts, but also for the next 48 hours, they're running a free midweek Momir event. And if you've never played Momir, Momir is an awesome way to play Magic the Gathering, where you get random creature tokens that could be anything at a particular casting cost. So you can spend 3 mana, and the game will randomly pick one creature that exists at 3 mana and give you that creature, put it straight into play, which is a lot of fun. I like random wackiness. That's like a personal sort of thing, so you may or may not. But playing in that Momir event is something I'm definitely going to do, right? So make sure you get in on your 3 free drafts. Make sure you get in on some Momir action because you get some free rares for winning as well. Like right now, it's a glorious time to be a free-to-play arena player because we got a bunch of freeness coming and I'm going to stock up on it. So that covers all the arena news, my friends. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Shout out to all my patrons and links on the screen for more information.